Yeah.
We're just talking about cycle.
Talking about blood.
Just talking about...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. All right, let's do this.
Brilliant.
Hey guys, this is Laurie.
And this is Bryony.
And today we're going to get back to one of your questions, which was...
Should I still be training around my period, around my cycle?
And the answer is...
It depends. So I'll kind of jump in first and say what I would recommend my girls do. It honestly does depend on you and whether that's something that really does disrupt your whole training schedule or not. If you're someone who suffers quite badly, you may need to adapt to a few things. So you might take a deload week, or you might just focus on your technique that week, or you may just like do some stretches, go outside for a walk and not train at all. Or you might still train and then just bring the intensity down. It's very dependent on you.
Just a random tip, you could just, for example, flip your sessions around. So let's say it's your first day of your cycle, you feel that you're fatigued, maybe don't go with your heavy leg session first. Maybe do your upper body first, just because it's just a bit less intense. Or do some changes within your program. So let's say, for example, you're meant to do just a heavy hip thrust and your rep range is 6 to 8. Well, maybe go for more 12 to 15, drop the weight. You could even add some quad reps, pauses on top, everything lighter, but still as if you've trained. You know what I mean?
Me personally, I don't really have any issues with training through it. I just kind of listen and tune in to my body. And if I need to dial things back, I will. But also it's just having a bit of compassion, because definitely your strength is going to take a bit of a hit. Possibly, actually, I should say. Possibly. Not always. And so it's just being mindful that you could be running the risk of injury. And so it's a good chance to pull back, but not an excuse either.
Personally, I don't have any issues either. The only thing I would feel sometimes is fatigue, and as well that all the weights feels heavy.
Yeah, it feel like you hit a roadblock.
But most of the time, I don't know if it's just myself or other people as well, but I feel the extreme fatigue coming even just a couple of days before.
Yeah, build up.
So you feel it coming.
And then the week after is actually the phase in which you should be at your strongest.
Just weekly as well. Nutrition, I don't know if it's the case for you as well. Personally, I do feel more hungry around my cycle. We do have a bit more cravings. So what I always like to say to my girls is that, okay, if you feel like you're starving, have a bit more food, it's fine. It's just, 2-3 days. Obviously, it's not the reason to go fucking crazy and just ruin all the progress that you've made previously. But listen to your body. If you feel like you need a bit more food because your energy is low, go for it.
It can be factored in, and then we can actually work with you again around your cycle, as opposed to feeling like you can't have something and feeling restricted and then blowing it anyway. You may as well actually factor it in and work with your body and your coach and get the most out of that.
Exactly, it's all about doing what works for you. So don't just, get obsessed on what you can see on socials, being like, this phase is meant to be like that, this phase you're at your weakest, this phase you're at your strongest, because it's very individual dependent. Yeah.
So it's just basically, in a nutshell, tune in, listen to your body, speak with your coach. Perhaps you need to change your nutrition even as well.
Yeah.
But it's all about your individual way of going about things and not feeling like you have to do something, but also knowing that it shouldn't be an excuse either. Nailed it. Yep.